أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي صدق الله العظيم. Dear my respectful viewer of Islamic Iman TV and your program Beliefs in Believer, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I hope you had a good time in good health and happy faith last week, and hopefully to be continuing next week in all your time, inshallah. As you know that last week our program was about the Safar Hajj, going to Hajj. And according to my schedule, I have to have the translation of the last week subject, last week program. So the subject of going to Hajj is very hot in these days, going to be also in the last 2 weeks, or maybe still the people is busy for the preparation to go inshallah to Hajj, and everyone is eager and everyone wants to make it with the best with their ability, inshallah. As you know, every week that I bring a subject all new, so I don't want to repeat my subject, which is every week has to be a brand new, and at the same time the translation also has to be new too. So, and you will inshallah receive a good reward from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because I'm talking about entirely about the Islam, about the Iman, about the Mu'min, about the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala only. Whatever I do, I wanted to get a benefit. I want you to get a benefit from those information that I am collecting and transfer it to you, and with the reward of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Instead of you listening some kind of music or see any kind of music or any kind of another subject, is not like the subject of da'wah or for Islam, for invitation for the Islam, for talking about the history of Islam, is much more has a reward, and it is the big rewardable subject is by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because the deen is totally, entirely is related to the consent of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But all other things would be maybe the consent of the Satan. But I suggest to stay with this kind of mostly in my program. I want you to stay with my program and share it and repeat it to their family what I say, because I'm not talking about from my own mind or from my own head, from my own heart. I'm talking from the verses of Quran. However, the Hajj, as you know, this is the 5th pillar of our deen, and the place or the scheduling is the last to be performed. The first is the witnesses. Everybody has to witness and believe in for oneness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is must. And then after that is prayer, and also after that is fasting, and after that is due of charity, or means alms, zakat, and the fifth one is Hajj. But there is one thing I would like to say, that the mu'mineen, the believers, are very eager to visit the Kaabatullah, or visit the Hajj, or go to Hajj. However, Hajj is depend on the verse of Quran said istita'at, on the ability which someone has able, yes, must perform Hajj. So the first one is the believing, and the second one is a prayer, is just as a able to also to be. It's all farz, all obligatory, all obligations to perform one by one. In the zakat is by when you have wealth. In Hajj also have to have wealth and knowledge about it, and understanding about the Hajj, what benefit you will get from Hajj, because the Hajj is the one of the after 4 pillars is come to the Hajj. It means like the student take the elementary, and then that after that is secondary, and then after that the baccalaureate or master or anything upper. The last one is the master degree. In religious wise, this pillar is just like to be graduated from the whole deen of Islam. If you are in a proper with the all, not missing any of them, and you are the best person to the face of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But unfortunately, as we know today, the people is missing the salat, and also most they are not paying for zakat, but still everyone wants to have to go to Hajj. And then if these 4 things before Hajj is not completed, and the Hajj is not as a obligatory, because you on the 4th before the Hajj, the 4 pillars you are not completed. How come? Because the condition of Hajj has to be in sequence 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 5th one is the Hajj. But if you are jump, you did not pay zakat, did not do any amal salih or do another any, mostly the prayer, mostly the fasting of Ramadan, you're rejecting, you are not take the fast, but still you are eager to go to Hajj for what? That's the question is here. The Hajj, like as the one has graduated from the circle of Deen of Islam, but then still also that to be continue to remember whatever you did in Hajj. And also going to Hajj is not as a supposed to not be as easy way. You have to work harder. I remember myself 35 years ago, I visit Hajj. I felt at that time how hard it is, how hard it was. 44 degrees in by walking most places, and in always in the haram, inside the haram, also the floor of the haram also was very, very hot. It was, but that is supposed to be. And at the same time, the Hajj is required by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala through to the Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam first, and asked Ibrahim to clean, make it tahir my house, and then ask the people to come to visit, and even ask to be even person to come to the by foot, by walking. But these days now is go by, it doesn't say by to flight, by airline, by airplane. And the verse of Quran is by walking, by feet. Inshallah, I will recite those verses of the Quran that was particularly revealed on Ibrahim alayhi salam. It gave him responsibility to perform it. Fortunately, Ibrahim, peace be upon him, did it what he received, what God asked him. He did it all. He sacrificed his son. He built. Even though the Kaabatullah, or the house of Allah, has been marked in by Allah to the Adam, peace be upon him. When Allah created Adam, He showed, there is my house there. There is a place over there. You have to visit there. But in century past, of course, and then all the religion, all kind of stuff was one by one. It's come idols, all statues, everything, they put them on that place. And still that house from the beginning as a haram, as a right, is a respectful places. So, but doing Hajj is a word of Allah is Wallahu ala nasi hajj al-bayti man istata'a ilayhi sabila. When someone is to do it, that one has to have istita'at, ability. If someone has not ability, not able by physical, not only by physical point, able for mentally, for physical, by knowledge, free from all kind of worrying. In many conditions that, inshallah, after the break I will inshallah explain, and I'll continue my talk inshallah about it.